Sunny, and today we discuss the topic of how to regain your confidence after being cheated in a relationship. How could this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? How could he or she do this to me, or why me? These are completely useless questions that we entangle ourselves with when we find ourselves in a situation like this. Most people tend to do this. The reason I call them useless questions is because no combination of right words or answers that you put together for these two questions will ever satisfy those inquiries. On the other hand, every possible answer that you can come up for these questions will take you deeper into an emotional turmoil. Every reaction that you'll get from the answers for these two questions will only send you in a downward spiral of bitterness, anger, hopelessness, low self worth, and every other less than positive state. So, if you're finding yourself right now in this place where you're asking these questions again and again, it's going on in a loop in the back of your mind because you just discovered something about your relationship, then stay tuned and you might find some help from this video. Here are 5 things that will help you if you find yourself in this proverbial pickle, so to speak. Number one is mind your emotions. Now, it's natural that emotionals will go in complete haywire state as soon as this news hits you. As soon as you find out everything is going crazy. It's important to have a grip on your emotional state at this time for a number of reasons. If you're married, then there is legal aspects involved. You may have children, you may have property, you may have your own job to take care of. And in any case, when you are getting emotionally uh, boiled up completely, it's a state of trance. And if you have been stuck in those two questions of how could this happen to me and why is this happening to me, then every answer that you're giving yourself, which is coming mostly from your own insecurity, like I'm ugly, I don't deserve this, I deserve this, or I'm not worth it, I'm responsible for this. All of those things will just straight away go inside your deep subconscious mind as trauma because of the heavy emotional state. So you want to watch your emotions. And how do you do that? Slow down your breath. It's not possible for you to feel the emotion of extreme fear or panic if you slow down your breath and breathe rhythmically. One suggestion that I could make is just immediately step out of the place where you find this news, get out into a different place and just breathe. Let your thoughts run in the background, but you focus on your breathing. Slow down, breathe deeply and all the way into your belly. And you will notice just with a few breaths that you're able to process your emotions with a bit more control. Not that the emotional state will entirely go away, but you'll have a much better control over yourself. Number two, acknowledge and accept the facts as they are and not as you're seeing them. One thing that helps is to record your emotions and your thoughts at this time. You really want to vent. Okay, after you've done that bit of bringing yourself in control, grab a journal and write down if that's what you like to do. If you're someone who is more verbal, who is more vocal, you might want to record your thoughts on your cell phone perhaps. So go ahead and spit it out. It's just like letting pus out of your wound so that you can heal faster. So let these thoughts go. Not allowing them to go out will create some sort of an echo chamber in your mind where these thoughts will keep bouncing and only keep getting louder and nastier. So it's good to let all that negativity out of you onto a piece of paper, a journal, or just any recording device, guys. Number three, I really want you to burn this in your memory that you are not responsible for the choice that the other person has made. Their choice does not reflect any defect in you because each one of us is responsible, fully responsible for our own choices. So they've made a choice for whatever reasons they have made. It's not about you. Number four, heal. Create or seek space for yourself and heal because you do need time to recover from all the emotional trauma. So focus on yourself completely. At this time, be your own best friend, the friend that you need the most at the time when you need you the most. So stand by yourself. If you can, I suggest that you move out. A lot of people suggest that you can ask your partner to move out, but I suggest that you move out because just by doing that, you're changing your state. That's a good place to begin the healing. Now, if you're wondering as to how you can control your emotions and how you can help yourself heal, you could try some free apps. There are plenty of them on both iOS and Play Store. My suggestion is to go with Tapping Solution, TAPPING, Tapping Solutions, and it will help you find some relief from your emotional state. So try that out if you need immediate relief. Number five, get help. There's no shame in seeking help. You can reach out to people in your community who are responsible adults. You could reach out to a forum that is dealing with these topics and seek help, talk to people, or reach out to a professional therapist who can help you out with these things. How do you know you need help? Well, if you are displaying symptoms like feeling low self worth, feeling that your confidence is hit really hard because of what has gone down, if you find yourself in a very heavy emotional state when you're going to a specific place that triggers memories about your past relationship or your current relationship and all of those things, if you still find yourself hating on this person, these are all signs of trauma in your subconscious. And because it's subconscious, you do need help. There is no shame in seeking help. Because at the end of the day, really, you are the one who is living with you in there. So feel free to seek out help. And when I say help, one of the things that I do in my work is not to cause more trauma, but reach the root of the trauma and remove it. And because the person is already going through low self confidence and having issues with showing themselves, showing up as feminine with their feminine energy in the world again, they're more defensive. I help them become irresistibly feminine and show up in the world. In the end, I would say that when, as I said earlier, when someone does this to you, it has got nothing to do with you. Their choice is completely theirs. Okay, there could be different excuses that the person can make, but it is their choice. However, having said that, if you take a few moments of introspection and observe that there is a pattern that you tend to have in the kind of people that you fall in relationship with, then that pattern could indicate to a subconscious loop. Now, if you're not doing anything about it, then what happens is you could get into the next relationship with all of these trauma in your subconscious, and then these things just show up in your new relationship and the next till you take action to seek help and come out of those patterns. And it shouldn't take too long to break those patterns, even if you've lived with them for a long, long time. In the end, I would just say that accepting people, or I would say accepting that people do what they do because of their own reasons, will only allow you to open yourself to whatever life brings without feeling responsible for other people's choices. Thanks so much for being with me today. If it made sense to you, please feel free to like, comment, and share, and do share it with someone who might need to hear this today. Feel free to DM me as always. Thanks for being with me. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.